Zach, what was it like seeing Dalton Schoen back out there today?
Great. It was great. I've had a couple opportunities to play catch with him during camp, just outside of practice, obviously, and he looks fantastic. And it's a big lift. Anytime you can add leadership back into the equation, it's huge. His talent speaks for himself, but I can tell he was excited too. So just really happy for him.
Can you describe how important he is to offensive success on this team?
I think he's paramount. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves over his time in this league. Um, Most of the time, if not all the time, he's the smartest guy on the field. He understands what the defense is doing. He understands what we're doing. What spot he needs to get to, and time and space. Understands all those things like at a PhD level. And again, the tangible stuff that he brings to the game: his speed, his catch radius, his strength. His understanding of the game are just off the charts. So. I think you guys know how I feel about him. So it's great to have him back out there. He does so much for us, and he's a great player.
Can you describe your feelings last year when he went down and you knew he was going to be out for a while? Just I don't know how you felt for him, how you felt for the team.
I mean, on a personal level, I was devastated for him, and devastated for the team. Just again what he means to the offense. Sorry, I'm having trouble trying to think right now. But yeah, what goes into the off season, we all understand, but I know how hard he works. And he had an injury before that year too, right, with his foot. So how hard he had worked to get back and be full go. And then just to, in the second or third game of the season, be told that the season's going to end. I've been in those shoes before, and it's not a great feeling. So I was devastated for him, and obviously, selfishly myself, because he meant and does mean so much to our team.
When did you know you guys had a connect? It feels like you guys have a real unique connection within this league. Is that true? And when did you notice that or sense that?
Well, he was in camp. I think his first camp was 22, yep. Right? And Drew Brown was here. We were striking, the vets, if you recall, the quarterbacks were. So I wasn't here, but Drew was texting me. He's like, "You're going to love this guy. You're going to love him." The way he runs routes. Again, he understands what we're doing already. So meeting him and then working with him, I knew like day 2 or 3 that he was going to be a good player. And then I think Ellingson, the Jelly Man got hurt. So he kind of took over that spot. And as we continued to grow in that system, in Buck's system, we put more and more on his plate, and he could just do it all. So probably around week 7 or 8, I just thought like he can do everything. And when you're out there, trying to scheme things up during the week, you kind of sit in the room and say, okay, who do I want to have on this route? And you go around the room, and usually he was the first option. So it was pretty early on. Yeah.
Zach, I was curious as well. I don't know what your guys' playing plans are for preseason stuff like that, but is it important to you to get any kind of game action with him before week 1, or do you think week 3? Sorry, in this case, but do you think that you guys could just kind of go in back week 3 and just pick up where you left off, essentially?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're basically in a new system, especially from a terminology standpoint. So I think reps matter. I wish I took every rep in practice. So I think those things are important. That being said, we haven't, as a starting unit, I don't think we've played in the preseason for the last 2 or 3 seasons, and we've made it to where we wanted to be at the end of the season. So. Rely heavily on Osh's opinion on those kind of things, and he relies on my input as well on how I'm feeling. So we'll just take it day by day and see what happens.